Hundreds of major U.S. companies have scrubbed diversity terms from their official reports this year.
A Supreme Court ruling implies that identity-based quotas and explicit preferential treatment are now illegal. Companies face a surge of new lawsuits claiming policies favor one group over another in hiring or promotions. New federal guidance warns that employers cannot base any employment decision on an individual's protected traits. Federal agencies warn that segregating employees for race-specific training is likely unlawful discrimination. Executive orders terminated affirmative action policies and DEI offices for all federal contractors. Major financial institutions are dropping diversity requirements for boards of directors and supply contracts. Businesses are scrambling to audit all HR policies and trainings to ensure they are race neutral. The legal consensus demands companies shift away from identity goals and focus strictly on merit-based criteria. States are imposing extensive disclosure obligations on firms whose investment recommendations use diversity factors. Judges who rule against the executive are facing an unprecedented barrage of public threats and intimidation.
The executive has openly vowed to use the Justice Department to prosecute political rivals and perceived enemies.
The Supreme Court is weighing ending the 90-year rule that protects independent agency leaders from being fired.
There is an ongoing effort to replace expert career civil servants with political loyalists across all departments. The Education Department eliminated $350 million in federal grants reserved for minority-serving colleges. The administration has severely cut funding for the National Institutes of Health and climate research programs. Excluding employees from affinity groups based on identity may now violate federal civil rights law. State attorneys general are actively pursuing stricter enforcement against corporate diversity policies.
The Supreme Court is facing a final challenge to the constitutional guarantee of birthright citizenship.
The Supreme Court rejected the moment of threat doctrine for police use of deadly force. Executive orders mandate penalizing jurisdictions that refuse to cooperate on immigration and eliminate cashless bail.
The administration is rapidly accelerating permitting to push the build-out of massive AI data centers.
The administration is implementing a massive effort to cut regulations across federal agencies, citing efficiency.
The legal risk is creating a cultural chill, causing many companies to abandon all proactive inclusion efforts.
The future of the U.S. workplace is now being defined by litigation. Subscribe for compliance survival.